Hi guys, welcome to the Atlantic Venus channel here with me. Today's pick a card reading is all about your natural talents. What kind of natural talents do you have? Um, Sorry, I had to pause the video. I saw that my candle just burned during this filming, but anyway, now I have changed to another one. What's your natural talent? It could be anything. It could be some personal trait you have or some skill you have acquired, or maybe something you're born with. Very few people are like born naturally directly with that talent. It is something you have to work on for many years so you can become skillful. But anyway, what's your natural talents? I will actually use some oracle cards that I have pre-shuffled, and I will use first the oracle cards. But before we go on with the reading, you can choose between one pile, between three different piles. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 1, 2, 3. And if you feel like you are drawn to more than one pile, go ahead, do that. You can pause the video and reflect on the pile you have chosen. The thing is, I do offer readings, so you can contact me via my email, and I will show you some suggestions I have. Anyway, you can subscribe to my channel. I appreciate everyone who is following me here on YouTube. So let's see. Let's move on to pile 1. Hi pile 1. Before I move on with the tarot cards, let's put this aside. I'm actually going to take first the pre-shuffled oracle cards. I think there are 8 different cards. Anyway, let's see here. The Lover, okay, sounds lovely. And I'm not surprised you chose a crystal, a green one, and it's kind of connected with the heart chakra. The Child. The sign Cancer, okay. Sun. The Moon, okay. Very interesting. Let's move on like this. Trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Servant, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. And last one, Thief. Okay. Moon, Sun, Cancer. This is all the royal signs, the royal more planets. It's the father and motherly principle meeting each other here. And there is, I think, your natural talent. I don't know if it's a talent, it's more like a personal trait. It is that there is a very harmonious balance between the masculine and the feminine within you. I feel like you're a very charming personality, and you are stealing people's hearts with your emotions. You're very emotional, and this gives a talent of someone who is I feel like your talent is to provide for other people, provide security, provide them with emotional support. You're a very emotional and social being. But I do see an introverted soul. I feel like you could be very poetic. That's a very strong feeling I get from this pile. Very poetic, artistic too. Uh, I feel like you could be good at playing in the like. I feel like you could have a talent for standing on a stage. But many of you could work. I feel like you're good with kids. You're very talented when it comes to familiar matters, you know. Everything that it has to home, cleaning, cooking, all those practical skills, but I don't feel like it is only practical. Um I mean, you're good at giving service to other people, to serve, to support. People trust you. Uh, I feel like there is not a childish trait in you, but more like you have that childish view. Like you see the world through a lens of a child, like a child, you know. There is something very pure about you, but I feel like you could steal people's heart with your emotions, with the way you are. I get a very strong creative force from this pile, you know, because you have a lot of energy, but under the surface, you're very, very emotional. Um, I think you're good at managing stuff. You could work in a place like a hotel. Um, I feel like could be a great boss. You have that skill to see people and to lead. I think your talent is to lead people through your heart. And I also feel like you're a person who loves to follow your inspirations. You're very inspiring, and people see your pure intentions, you know. I feel like your talent is to inspire people and to touch people's heart, either by writing something, writing poetry, something emotional. But let's see here, let's shuffle some tarot cards to see deeper into your natural talents. Three of Wands, okay. Strength, again, there is a sunny Leo type of energy here. Knight of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Four of Wands. Two of Wands. The Hermit. And Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I think I start to understand you, pile one. I feel like you are more analytical than people see about you. They see, I think everyone can see the emotional side of you, you know? But I do see that you have a strength to endure tough times in your life. And you have, but yet you're very stable, so you're kind of suited for many different kind of jobs, I see. um, but I do see that there is a emotional depth within you. So you could work as a therapist. You have a natural talent to understand psychology, for sure, and to take things slow, to move slowly, but in a positive way. Um, I think you have a talent to continue whatever project you are starting, pile one. People look up to you. People see that you care and that you have strength. Your talent is this strength that you have, but you're not a diva. I don't see that you are someone who seeks attention. You're not like that at all. Maybe some of you, because you are more emotional and more, I do see that you are introverted. You like to surround yourself in places where you feel like it's more familiar. You like familiar settings. You do not like too much change. You like structure, actually, and people see that, and that's why you're suited to work on long-term projects. Pile one, that's your talent. You see, you walk slowly, but you will walk through the whole process. You don't give up. You're good at enduring tough things, and you are good at understanding how people work. So you have a huge social talent. You do understand how people work and how the human psyche work overall. I see that. I see that you have that, and to endure tough times in your life. Not everyone has the strength to move on. You're a I feel like you could be a royalty with a big heart. You have like a talent for practical things and for emotional things. You have your heart in the right place, pile one. So, pile one, thank you very much, and let's move on to pile two. Bye. Hi, pile two, welcome to this pick a card about your talent. Before I move on with this tarot reading, I will use some pre-shuffled oracle to see what your talents are. So let's see here. I have already pre-shuffled them. The healer, the heart, shine, Leo, moon, perception. It kind of reminds me a little bit about pile one when I see the Leo card and the moon card. Capricorn, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. Earth, persist, patience, and practicality. Exorcist, freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. And the last card is Queen. Okay, very interesting pile. And take only what resonates with you. I do see that this pile is full of healing abilities and talents. You're definitely a healer. That's why you fit probably in the medical field. But I also see, I feel like you could find two different kind of peoples when I see this pile. One of you are into the medical and you're more practically oriented, you're not so emotional like pile one. But I do see deep emotional things, and I do see that this pile could have some kind of psychic abilities when I see the moon and the healer card. I do see that. I see that you have your heart in the right place and you are a bit dramatic. That's why I think you fit in places where you can shine, when people can see you. I feel like some of you have a very strong voice. Some of you are such a great healer that you could really work through with people's traumas and disturbed emotions. You're not a shallow person at all. I feel like some of you are very, very colorful. You have a talent for understanding the arts. I see fabrics and patterns. You have a good sense of fashion when it comes to taste in fashion and clothing. For some of you, I do see like gemstones and sequins and a lot of color. Maybe you have a fashion blog. Some of you maybe have that, or some kind of social content where you create things. But others are into more healing things. You're definitely a healer, and it could be in a profession like a doctor or a nurse. Not a surgeon necessarily, but you could also work as a therapist because you have an understanding for how the human psyche works. Some of you are highly psychic. When I see this moon card, do you see here, and the rainbow and the black moon? I mean, you have a great understanding for the emotional part of us. You do have an understanding for the invisible world, there, Pi, too. Okay? Let's move on to the tarot cards to see what talents you have, dear Pi, too. Let's see here. Judgment. King of Cups. The Lovers. Eight of Cups. Death. Okay, very interesting. Seven of Cups. Three of Swords. And Five of Wands. Okay, I feel like this pile, I do see that there is a strong spiritual side of you. A very, very strong spiritual side of you. Because when I see the Judgment, and you have the Moon card here, and the King of Cups, you have an understanding for high spiritual matters, there, pile. Too. You're highly spiritual, and you have a talent to follow your calling, Doesn't matter what. And I do see that some of you are really talented with the arts, you know. But I also feel like you have very strong healing abilities because when I see this Eight of Cups and Death and the Three of Swords, it could talk that you are good at helping people to move on from tough situations, you know. Like a true healer, you know, who sees things for what they are. They do not project some kind of bullshit that doesn't exist, you know. Um, and I feel like some of you are so good at dealing with struggles, with some kind of emotional turbulence, you know. Um, you have a talent to handle conflicts. And you have also talent about visioning what you want to create in your life, you know. It's like you're born with a natural vision board within yourself, you know. But I do see that you are great with intimacy and touching people's soul, you know. It's like you are very charismatic, Part 2. You are, you know. People are naturally drawn to you. You have a big heart. And I'm not so surprised if you have gone through really, really, really tough stuff. And that have made you more stronger, resilient. And you do have a depth because of that, you know. But let's see here. Let's see here what we can see here. Maybe you have a hard time to decide what you want to do, you know. I do see that, but you have a very strong vision. When you have decided what you want to do, then there is no like issue or problem with moving on with your life, you know. Pile 2. Let's see here. Let me think and analyze this. I mean, you truly have, with the Death card, a deep understanding of the human psyche, and that everything in life is everything in life works temporarily. Nothing is forever, and you have a deep understanding for that. And that's why I think you have a talent for helping people to move on with their life and to give like you're good at giving advices in crisis. That's the feeling I get from this pile. You're a very strong soul. You have endured quite a lot there, pile 2. I do see that. I do see that you have endured quite a lot. Let's see here. I feel like some of you are really good at working with your hands in a creative way. You do have an understanding of colors and patterns. Some of you are good at dealing with flowers. That is some of you. If you resonate, thumbs up for that. But yeah, pile 2. Thank you very much. And if you want to purchase a reading, you can just contact me. So let's move on to the last pile, pile 3. Bye. Hi, pile 3. This is the last pile. Let's see what your natural gifts and talents are for you, pile 3. Okay. Let's see here. Let's put this gemstone aside. And before I use the tarot cards, let me use some pre-shuffled oracle cards. Let's see here. The Liberator, the Rescuer, Aquarius Collaboration, Uranus change. Ooh, Scorpio intensity. Fourth house, cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. Child, magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. And last card is the goddess, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Okay, pile 3. You are very unique. And that's because I see this Uranus card. You see things from a different perspective. You have a very unique perspective on life, and very few people will understand that. Maybe you are even ahead of your time. That's the feeling I get from this pile. Some of you are ahead of your own time. Not many people do always understand you. You're very, and you know things that most people do not know. So I feel like you could be into occult knowledge. You have a talent for intimacy, especially with the combination of Scorpio and the goddess card. I do see that you see this world as a magical place. You see a lot of potentiality in this world. You know, you are good at seeing potentials and using it, and you're good at use everything for your advantage. You're highly intelligent. So I feel like you are good at acquiring knowledge. But you do see things from a different perspective. I do think that you seek the truth very strongly. And you want to liberate people's minds, you want to show people different perspective on life. That's why I think this pile, you have multiple talents. You have many different kind of talents, and very few people can understand you. There are not many people who can understand your way of thinking. So I think you keep a lot for yourself. Some of you maybe have a talent of building homes or helping people with their homes, maybe a home decorator, interior design. That's one possibility, designing homes. Being an architect could be one of the talents that you have. You have very strong social talents. Maybe you work as a relationship coach, could be so, or you are good at helping people to express the more feminine quality within themselves, because there is a very strong feminine quality in you. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you're like in touch with that feminine type of energy. Pile 3. Very interesting. Interior design, architect, home decoration. I do also see that some of you are good at maybe astrology or tarot. Maybe you're working a lot with, maybe, I think another natural talent you have is networking. When I see the Aquarius card and Uranus card, you're good at networking with people and create a contact. You're good at this for sure. You have a talent for understanding how to connect with people overall, okay? I do see that. But let's see here. Let's shuffle some tarot cards. Five of Cups. No. Yes, Five of Cups. Ten of Wands. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Different kinds of queens appearing here. Three of Cups. And the Emperor. The first thing that struck me was that you may actually have a great talent for politics. You have an understanding for politics. You have an understanding how to interact with people. You're very you're a clear thinker, you know. You're not naive at all. You have a talent to gather different kind of people from different kind of cultures, and because you have a very unique view on life, people like you. You know, you're very likable, but you're very tough. I do see that you're a very tough person, and your feminine qualities are also very tough, almost like an Amazon woman, you know, Amazon warrior. And you're good at dealing with finances, money. I do see that you're maybe not totally satisfied with where you are, you know, with the Five of Cups. I do see that you have gone through tough stuff, but you're good at moving on, you know. I see that you're moving off from the harsh things you have gone through, but the King of Swords and Queen of Swords, this speaks about a very highly intelligent person. I think you're good at with math, science, biology, whatever, you know, that is very scientific. I do see that you have a clear mind. You see things from a higher perspective. I also feel like you have an understanding, great understanding of equality. Not everyone is into that, but you have a understanding how to treat people as your equals, you know, because not everyone has that understanding, you know. So you have a talent for gathering people. You're a highly social personality, and people do look up to you because of this. Maybe you're very known in your own town. Everybody knows who you are, you know. So you could be a great politician, great with finances and money. To be a great diplomat, that's a thing I see too, you know. You're very diplomatic, but you have also a very sharp tongue, you know, because you are good at gathering knowledge. You are. Let me see here. Yeah, I think when I see the goddess card and the magical child, I think you have a talent to attract right people and right circumstances. Not everyone is good at attracting right people and right circumstances in their life. But you have a talent like this, and this is such a great help if you are trying to, find your way here in life to success. Um, all those social skills you have, it can only lead to great success for you, Pine 3. Um, you have tact. You're kind of regal, almost aristocratic by nature. And you're not stupid at all. The opposite, you're very highly knowledgeable as a person, very intelligent. So, Pile 3, thank you very much and see you again. Take care of yourself. Good luck. Bye.